Hello. With students now submitting papers on Blackboard, we have lost the ability to be able to write comments in the margins or cross over things without a number of elaborate steps in between to get the document ready to do that. Well, Blackboard has introduced a tool just within the last week or two that allows us to do that in a very easy way without changing the way that you're actually doing assignments now. And this video is going to explain to you how to do it. First, we're now looking at it from a student login, what the student would do. So let's assume that we've put an assignment on and we've done the assignment the same way we always do, except we've made it an assessment assignment. In other words, we've attached points to it. So as you can see, this is a simple writing assignment where our directions to the student are to write a paragraph demonstrating your knowledge of grammar and spelling. And we tell them, submit the assignment in PDF format. You can create the document in Google Docs on your Google Chrome, but you need to download it as a PDF for attachment to Blackboard. So now the student knows what they need to do. They're just going to go to their Google Docs and create a document, which I've already done for Ronald McDonald. And he's now ready to submit it, but he needs to download it as a PDF first. So he goes download, and again, we can use a Word document, but we prefer PDF because PDF takes up less space, and we pay for storage on Blackboard, so it'd be better to use PDFs when we can. So now he's ready to go back to his Blackboard assignment and work on it. So he just opens the writing assignment and the instructions show up again, as well as the points associated with it. All the student is going to do, all Ronald's doing is browsing his computer, going to downloads, and this is going to be the same on his Chromebook, although I'm doing this on a Mac right now. He's going to go to the download folder on his Chromebook, and he's just going to select that file and attach it. Now it's attached, and all the student needs to do is submit. So after he's submitted, it gives him a summary of what he's done. Now let's look at it from the teacher's perspective. What happens when you want to go and open this assignment? So I've logged in now as the teacher. And I go to my grade center. And I go to Needs Grading. You could do it from the full grade center, but Needs Grading just gives you the ones that have already been submitted. I'm going to go to the assignment submission by Ronald McDonald, click on it, and it's going to open that same view for me of the document. I don't have to open separate files or do anything else. It's right there. So now when I'm ready to mark it and comment on that, I'm just going to open up this little comment box, and it gives me some options of what I can do to annotate this document. And it's pretty simple. I can, for example, strike out a word. If I see a word that's spelled wrong, I can strike it out. And it opens up a box right above it where I can type in the correct spelling, which I'll do if I can remember what it is. Oh, R-A-I-N. Okay. I can also use the pencil tool to just circle the whole paragraph. His paragraph 2 is pretty horrific. So I'm just going to select the pencil, and I'm going to circle that paragraph. And I kind of like to also just make a whole comment on that box. And to do that, it's just like typing in the margins, I'm going to just type some quick information for the student about that paragraph. Okay, so now I've got a comment, I've got a strikeout. We could also highlight a particular word. It's pretty easy to do. You can select any color you want and just double click on the word if you wanted to highlight it. And what else? We can also just add a text box anywhere on the document if we want to just write it, rather than do it as a comment on the side, if we wanted to do a comment right here, which I'm just going to leave that right now. This is a very poorly written document, and I could spend forever correcting it, but just to give you an idea. So we're going to give the student a 3 on this, and he gets the 3 points as generous just for doing the assignment. So we select 3 and hit submit, and we're done with that. And actually it does also put the score into the grade center for that student. So now, what does the student see? Again, I've logged back in as Ronald McDonald, and I've gone to my assignments. And I click on the assignment. And it gives me my review history, and the student sees exactly what I put in. And it's locked in. It's not going to change. Very simple to use.